Nebraska Children's Home has always been a part of my life as long as I can remember.
They've changed my life in ways that will define who I am on the end of my days.
They've saved my family a ton with support and the groups that we go to.
Being in this program, it makes me realize that you can be a father, you can be a man. You just gotta want to do it.
It gave us the greatest gift that we could ever ask for.
These thriving families are just some of the reasons why. Why we've been putting children first in everything we believe, say, and do for 125 years. Why we work so hard to achieve our vision, a safe and loving family for every child.
Their mission, their vision statement, their values, their integrity, their mission to do the most noble work is to the most vulnerable of our society as a child in need. To do that kind of work and change the children's lives is a big deal.
Since 1893, almost 17,000 children have been placed in the care of Nebraska Children's Home Society.
The way we serve children back 100 years ago is the same way we serve them today. We may have called services by different names, but the end result is we wanted to provide safe and loving homes to children of all ages. That's still what we do today. That's still our core value. That's our mission.
It's kind of an amazing thing when you think about that we lasted 125 years, but also even more amazing that the Children's Home has been around that long simply because people cared enough to share.
None more than Mary Ava and Reverend Dr. E.P. Quivy, a faith-filled couple called to serve children without safe and loving homes. They took their first steps toward Children First right here, a YMCA hall on 16th Street, meeting with community stakeholders to form the Nebraska Children's Home Society, strengthening their life-changing outreach in 1924 with the opening of the Fontanelle Receiving Home.
This book is going to be so fun.
Since then, through every new program, every transition, and every step forward, our organization has advanced, but our focus has remained the same: children first.
That's why we've been around for 125 years, is because we've always focused on the child. Our first question is always, what can we do to help? What does the child need?
Nebraska Children's Home Society, highly trained, compassionate professionals, now in offices across the state, an ever-evolving network of services designed to meet the needs of children and families at every stage of life. A mission grounded in integrity, advocacy, innovation, compassion, inclusion, and collaboration.
All right, here's the big day.
Adoption is beautiful, adoption is wonderful. That's just after she was born.
For 125 years now, we've been putting children first by helping to connect, build, and support adoptive families. We were there for the Coopers, Scott, Denise, and their daughter, Jenna Grace.
Here you go, Jenna.
Guiding them and Jenna's birth mother through the adoption journey, always at no cost to the families involved.
The Nebraska Children's Home changed our lives. You can just see it with that.
They are truly invested in education for both parties to find placement to change children's lives. They do this with so much grace and so much support and real honest conversations about what the process is like. Mother to Jenna will be the best part of my body of work, and they allowed that to happen. So grateful to them. And the professionals that work there. What a beautiful mission to be a part of, right?
And what do I say when I say, I love you? What do you usually say?
I love you. We want a safe and loving home for every child, and we're not going to stop until that happens.
We're putting children first by creating safety and permanency through our foster care services, nurturing those with the heart to foster, establishing relationships between parents and foster parents for the best interests of the child.
It's really important to have an organization like the Nebraska Children's Home to support foster parents as they are fostering.
Amanda Fulton attended our foster parenting classes and, in 2010, began caring for children.
My first placement, I had a teenager, and I got to see her through a lot of life changes and building up her confidence and her feeling that she was important.
Amanda has since adopted 2 children she initially fostered, Everett and and Evelyn.
I have always wanted to be a mom my whole entire life. Ever since I can remember, I wanted to be a mom.
Amanda and her 2 children are benefiting from another way we're putting children first, our early childhood education program, preparing children for school with expert care and guidance.
It's hard to leave your kids, I think, for long days, and I know that they are going to be learning and they are loved and taken care of.
Oh, that's good.
We're focusing on their social emotional development, their cognitive development, their academic development, physical development. We're working on goals that the families want to reach, and just really they're in a safe spot. They're in a safe place. This is their home away from home.
I do have a long history with the Nebraska Children's Home, and so I just like to say thank you, and I appreciate that they're there and that they have so many wonderful programs.
You did good.
That includes our family support services, putting children first by supporting, educating, and empowering families through classes, counseling, support groups, and ongoing involvement.
Every parent wants what's best for their child. Every parent wants their child to be loved, successful, and safe. And so what we do is we help those families who maybe have less tools than they need to make that happen.
We all have strengths of our own.
When you come to the Children and Family Center, our hope is that you're going to feel safe and feel a connection. The relationship is key to everything we do here.
Really? Is that how we colored?
Yeah.
It's really made us better parents.
Holly Seambar and her fiance, Matt Kimball, are 2 participants in our Healthy Families America program.
And they came in dealing with a lot of, family trauma and struggles, and, both of them are working now, and they come to a lot of our parenting classes. They're active in their home visits, and they are continuing to grow with their children and to help them learn and help them to be successful.
I cooked today.
That's all right. I just want some stability and, my kids to trust us. I want them to have a good education and do what they dreamed of doing.
I just want to, thank them for doing everything that they've done for us. And that I wish there was some way we could repay them for helping us, since we've been in the program. High five.
Our reward is the impact we are having on the future as we celebrate an incredible 125 years of history. 125 years of carrying on the legacy of Mary Ava and Reverend Dr. E.P. Quivy. 125 years of providing safe and loving care to children of all ages.
We want to focus on the child and help enrich their life and provide services that help them grow and let the child understand how important that bond and linkage to the family is.
I want every family who comes to us to leave stronger than they were when they walked in the front door, and we work hard every day to make that happen.
Nebraska Children's Home Society, putting children first for 125 years.